Hey guys, and welcome back. Wow, really, Mercury retrograde got me hard this time. Usually, I'm not that much. I'm not that much influenced, to be honest. But I'm a Cancer sun, and yeah, Mercury retrograde started in Cancer. Beautiful, but that's okay. So the benefits of failing. Imagine yourself. You are on a journey to yourself, or you're having a goal or something like that, and you might have a moment of what you label as failing. To be honest, I don't believe that such a thing like failing actually exists. I believe it's actually kind of a learning process that we absolutely need to go through, because every choice that you make is a right choice. There's nothing such as a bad choice or a wrong choice. All of your choices are right because they're leading you to what you actually want to experience. So even though when you feel like when you feel like you're failing, it actually opens you up to knowing better, or to kind of course correct yourself. It is pretty important being mindful in those times, because if you're not mindful, you're not going to perceive it as a lesson or some kind of spirit asking you to course correct. But these moments weren't there to make you feel bad. They were actually there because spirit wanted you, or universe or God wanted you to experience that this what you actually chose is not on your vibrational level. So you can turn it and twist it as you want. In the end, it is going to lead you to where you actually want to get. I had many of those situations, really many of them, and I just remember someone's rejection is God's protection. It's actually a very good one. And not just someone's rejection, even something's rejection is God's protection. So where you might, for example, you apply for a job, and your inner being knows where you actually want to go. So they might let you experience the failure of it, in order for you to later on check why you didn't get it, because there was a better one. It sounds a little bit like a fairy tale, but it sounds like a fairy tale, or sounds like grandma's lessons or stuff like that, something that your mom or your dad told you once, like, yeah, if you didn't get it, maybe there was something better for you, and you're just there and think like, oh, seriously? I mean, I've been praying for this job, and now I'm not going to have it. Well, I've been there, and not in specific about jobs, more about opportunities and people, and why things didn't turn out as they should. And now I absolutely understand why those situations occurred, and they didn't turn out good, or I just couldn't get in contact or in touch with those situations, people, circumstances. And later on, I absolutely got it. But I believe, and I absolutely know, and I'm convinced that when you are, currently I'm in a situation where I absolutely don't know how this thing is going to turn out. And I think it's the first time in my life, and this is the reason why I really want to talk about it. I think this is the first time in my life that I really, really trust in the universe. I mean, like 100. But the point is, it's all based on universal law, So I just check up with myself in those moments. And this is actually a very good tip for you. So if you don't know whether a choice of yours is intuition or fear-based, you just need to check up with, and you really need to be real with yourself and answer yourself, is this decision that I'm right now taking, is it fear-based, or is it ego-based, or is it really because my gut feeling tells me to do so? Sometimes it happens to me really that I'm taking ego-based decisions. But for example, in this situation that I'm currently now in, I'm checking up with myself. Okay, first of all, I'm checking up with my karma. Did I send out any shitty vibrations? And in this situation, I can say absolutely no. I do have a plan, I do have a vision, and I am feeling very secure. I'm feeling like the freaking Queen of Pentacles at the moment. I'm calm and collected, and I absolutely can say that there's no fear, maybe just a little bit. Not a fear, it's like, the unknown is normally the unknown is kind of weird for us, and sometimes also creates anxiety. This is understandable, but what helps absolutely is that you gain self-worth, and that you practice self-love, absolutely, because this is absolutely leading you towards being your own emperor and Queen of Pentacles and all that other good jazz. So being stable, feeling secure, and absolutely knowing that you can trust your gut feeling. So in this case I'm at a point in my life that I absolutely know there's no freaking failure. It is always a lesson. It doesn't, when people say, okay, oh, this experience really was a lesson to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that a lesson is something low vibrational based. Yeah, the second part is, in the case of the topic failing, people might sometimes think that getting from one belief system to the next one is like, it happens like this. You understand? So that's not how it works. How it works is through trial and error. For instance, imagine being in a relationship, or imagine there's a person in a relationship with another person, may it be friendship or a love relationship, it really doesn't matter. And this person through all the years, like, always shut their mouth closed, and really doesn't don't really react or act when their partner or friend maybe say something mean. And throughout the years, this person kind of like got in contact with mindfulness and self-awareness and all of this stuff, and suddenly realized, well, actually, I do have a worth, and I'm ready to fight for it. Maybe those discussions with the partner or friend really completely let us keep aside that absolutely it might be more better to separate from this friend or this person. That's a different story. But we're talking now about the evolution of raising your awareness about yourself. It's the evolution of it. And of course, this evolution is filled with quote unquote failure, because you're not just deciding one day, I don't know, to just speak up like out of the blue. No, it's an evolution, and it is a training. And now comes the important part. The important part is that each time you're taking a step forwards, okay? Each time you're practicing speaking up, practicing speaking up. And it is not always, each and every time, going to be like the first time. It cannot be, because you are practicing it. It is like you got yourself a new piano, and 1 week later you're practicing like, I don't know, 6 hours a day, okay? And 1 month later, do you really think that you will be at the same point like on the first day? No, it is a practice. Everything is practice. Even and this goes especially to belief systems. You might need to practice this belief and be patient with yourself. That's why I say it is not about failure. It is about trial and error. Every time you every time course correct, little by little, but give yourself time. There's no failure. There's no such a thing as failure. doesn't exist, because you're doing great. You're really doing great if you keep on moving. You know, if you are if you're really willing, you know, this is the story of the golden Buddha. Once we just see this little bit of gold under our armor, we are really doing anything to get rid of this armor and be completely golden. For instance, if you are right now in a situation and you feel like kind of stuck, okay, and this is the reason why I'm doing this video now, because it is a practice, and each time that I'm starting a video new, it becomes more fluently for me. It becomes like more, and I really love doing something like that. You understand? So the same that I love actually recording those videos is you can see it like it's the same like a person that actually wants to get out of some kind of toxic relationship with a friend or a person. It is something that needs to be practiced. So don't beat up on yourself when it's not just like, yeah, and suddenly it made like that and she got out of the relationship. Don't freaking know what happened. No, it's not. Most of the time it's not working like that. So be patient with yourself, because the thing is, you are laying a new foundation. And imagine building a new house without a really stable and firm foundation. This house wouldn't last long. So you want to create a good one. So better take small steps. You know, slow and steady wins the race. It's okay to be in the Pentacles suit? Yeah, suit of Pentacles. That's the point. Because the Pentacles are pretty slow moving, but they are creating a really good foundation. So I absolutely believe that this is really something that is helpful, because most of us, you know, before they start their journey, and it really doesn't matter about what this is, they don't know yet about practicing new belief systems, and they cannot even imagine from the point of where they are at the moment that they can reach something high vibrational over there. For example, I don't know, a huge house or something like that. And at the current moment, you're feeling broke. And I'm especially saying you are feeling broke. Maybe you are not broke, because your perception of what needs to be in order to be broke is your perception. Doesn't need to be another one's perception. So you only feel broke, but maybe you aren't. That's the point. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in again, and it was a pleasure. Goodbye.